Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sean Don coming back with a technical analysis. Here we have Kevon Chapman. I don't know how to exactly pronounce that, but I'm gonna go with Kevin. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward call. I don't know, it doesn't matter, regardless. Okay, so JUCO thrower from Virginia. Let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, you sent me two videos, Kevin, and I think this was the better one of the two. Mostly because you hold your left side a little bit better. So let's break it down, take one more look, and we'll get to it, break it down frame by frame, give you some feedback. Okay, so Kevin. First and foremost, I would say start with the hammer a little bit further towards the front of the circle. That way, on this like sort of preliminary swing, you have a little bit more momentum. As you can see, you just kind of pick the ball up and then kind of have to pull it around you to get back to the right side. Start it, yeah, a little bit further back towards the front of the circle. Swing it forwards and then let it come backwards instead of bringing it out to your left. Like I said, it's just kind of misdirected with the energy. Plus, a more linear swing forwards and linear swing backwards will kind of help reinforce a little bit of the pendulum movement that you need to accelerate the hammer. That I'll try to talk about a little bit later. So, that being said, try to keep your hands up and out a little bit more. Like reach out. Like I said, I know we're pretty early in the throw, and this most people might not think this actually matters, but I think it makes a big difference. All these little things at the start of the throw. Also, reach your hands up and out. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. Relax your shoulders. There's a little bit of tension through that right arm, but winds a little tilt in the shoulders. I'd say try to keep your shoulders level instead of tilting that left shoulder down. And then, like I said, reach your hands out. As you can see, your hands are very close to your body right here, which means a very small radius for the ball to move around, which means the smaller the radius of the winds is, when you go to enter the ball, the radius gets very large, and that kind of creates some inconsistency. So big winds, big circles, whatever you want to think about, keep your hands up and out and away from your body. Because then you can also see, this back view is not ideal, but I know from this position right here, this left arm's coming across the chest when this right elbow is dropping down. And that's hampering connection, like I said. Bigger radius, hands up, hands out, all that stuff. And as you can see, this left side is pulling through on entry, and there's not much, or you're not quite connected to the hammer yet. You're not really going to connect until just after the entry. And what I mean, wide base, countering the hammer in terms of like going the opposite direction of it. But yeah, same thing. So here, left side coming across. You keep your hands up better, but this right elbow is still down. I try to keep this right elbow up. Maybe even turn the right hand a little bit counterclockwise, if that makes sense. As you can see, it looks like your left hand is kind of over your right hand. Try to switch that, keep that right elbow up and out, and kind of punch that right arm forwards instead of pulling across with this left side. Because you can see, left shoulder's over that left side, but the ball is still way out over there, and like I said, you're not quite connected because that right elbow is down. Otherwise, patience is pretty good. You're doing 3 heels. This left shoulder pretty much stays in alignment. As you can see, as the ball comes through 0, your right foot's pretty much planted. It's not doing much turning, so most of this movement's coming from the left side. And it doesn't really start turning until after the ball passes 0. You are with the hammer, which means your right leg's not super far behind, but I'd like to see this right foot turning a little bit sooner or coming off that second wind. That'll help kind of hold this left hip a little bit more stable. And also, like I said, keep that right side with the ball a little bit better. Feel more of that right side pressure as opposed to left side pulling. Here, though, and so this is where that being planted on that right foot kind of comes back to bite you. The ball gets ahead of you, and your right leg is now behind, which means you're playing catch up with the hammer. As you can see, you're not going to catch with much separation. Lined up over the left side, left shoulder, hip, knee, over the foot is good. Right hip is almost underneath you, but you're catching very shallow, meaning just after 270, which means, once again, like I said, not much separation, so not much to work with there. You're just going to end up pulling that left side, which is exactly what happens, like you said in that email. Your head kind of goes way ahead of the ball. So to fix that, like I said, or not like I said, but like I will say, just try to keep your eyes on the hammer. That works for some people, doesn't necessarily work for me, but I guess it's not really a problem of mine. So try it out. Literally just try to look at like kind of the back half of the hammer, or just try to be more aware of your body. If you can feel your head turning ahead, then once you become aware of it, then you can also become aware of not doing that and keeping your head more still and more stable. I think why this head goes is that the head and the neck can kind of be a driver for movement, meaning that like it's a compensation. So if you don't quite feel what you want to feel through the legs or the hips or the core or the torso or even the shoulders, the head is going to try to kind of overcompensate. And that's what happens as you go to accelerate the ball, that head pulls, that left shoulder pulls, and you're really fighting to accelerate the hammer instead of just being stable, being still, and letting the hammer accelerate around you. So, yeah, like I said, I think the big thing is right here, getting that right side more with the hammer and then trying to let the hammer go long, relax the arms, and then catch with a little bit more separation on this first turn. Like I said, this kind of just sets up the whole throw with the left side pulling, because if you don't have any separation, it's hard to feel that right side really working, and the left side is going to do all the work, which is, like I said, kind of exactly what happens. Heel comes down, left leg straightens out a little bit, left hip's a little bit back, but right hip's getting more into it. So it looks like you're getting a little bit better here. Yeah. Right foot comes down with a little bit more tension and separation, but you can still see some tightness in the arms, once again, hampering connection. The more relaxed your arms are, the longer the ball is going to go around the left side, which means more time for that right leg to get ahead and catch with some separation. Once again, once you feel some separation, you'll be able to really get that right side working. Outside of that, though, you're over your left side pretty well. Once again, decent catch position, just could use a little bit more separation in the catch, perhaps. And same thing, this left foot's doing a lot of turning, right foot not doing a lot of turning. So once again, try to be aware of that left or that right foot turning, working, because that's kind of an indicator of what the right side is doing. Left heel comes down pretty square here, which is good, square with the ball. But then, yeah, same thing, left side's pulling across, and this right foot is pointed back towards zero. It's separated from the hammer. Hard to work the ball when this right leg is separated, pointed away from where the hammer is. But left side pulls around. Once again, a decent catch position, a little impatient here. Like I said, so your left side was set up pretty well, like I said, throughout this throw, and I think that's a matter of these catches. Always getting that left side back over that left foot, that's good. But compared to the other throw that you sent me, this one's just a little impatient after this turn. So that right foot picks up just a hair early, and you kind of get pulled over a little bit, and you got to kind of, the ball doesn't make it all the way around to 180 essentially. It doesn't complete a full 360 degrees of rotation. It kind of is just a little bit short, so you have to kind of rotate your lower body to get ahead of it, and that leaves you a little off balance, more over this right foot as opposed to over the left foot on the catch, like in the previous two turns. But you also have more separation here. As you can see, this is your deepest catch, which is good. Left heel comes down, and you can see same thing, right leg. The left heel comes down nice and early, but you just need to get this right leg with it a little bit more. And you can see right foot's not turning really until the ball gets past zero again, but you are getting your hips into it pretty good. I just like to see that right foot turn a little bit more. And then because you are a little impatient that previous turn, you see this kind of fall forward instead of transferring all of your energy into the hammer. So, solid 10-minute review. I think this is one of the best technical analyses I've done over the past couple months. So hopefully this helped you out, Kevon, sorry, once again, don't know how to pronounce your name. Just going off my best guess. So yeah, plenty of information there, lots of things to work on and improve, plenty of potential. So if anybody else out there would like technical analysis, go to Sean. Oh wait, no, website still not up. Guess what? I'm lazy. But if you'd like technical analysis, slide down in the comments, let me know, message me on Instagram, send me an email, sdonnelly757@gmail.com. and we'll get to work. So 2021 is approaching. Hopefully you all get to compete this season. I am super excited. I'm sure you guys are as well. So thanks for watching. Until next time, Sean Don. Peace now.